Okay, guys, here we go. Back with another one for you here. And yes, I know it has been a while. Sorry about that. It's been a busy time for me in recent months. And haven't had a chance to get anything up here on the channel for you to see. As you can see here, recently just returning from a trip to the United States in Southern California, looking out here at Los Angeles. That's downtown LA. From the Hollywood Hills. Quite a bit of traveling recently, and it has been a great opportunity to see some things. And, of course, back to Asia myself now. We'll talk a little bit about that. You can see here from the Getty Museum, some of the best vistas of the Pacific Ocean from L.A. there, looking out over the ocean. And it's a free admission. If you've never been there before, go and get a chance to take a look at that place. You can see here also got a chance to go to the desert. And when one finds oneself in the desert there, not far from Los Angeles, you can also make your way relatively quickly to Las Vegas. And I got a chance to do that as well. Was in Vegas, and always a good time there. If you haven't been, certainly worth a trip at least once in your lifetime. Find your way to Las Vegas and see what it's all about. Not for everyone, but certainly something to check off on the old bucket list. Okay, well, let's get to it. Let's talk a little bit about what I've got a chance to get a hold of here recently. I have been lucky enough to try on a lot of different things. You can see here something I got into my collection. The full loom Citizen ProMaster Diver, a vintage piece, automatic. Love those. That's been one I've been chasing after for a long time. Great Seiko 5s. This one here in particular, really like this one. I've seen this one in a number of stores. It is out there and available. Chunky bezel, really terrific looking orange dial on this automatic watch. 100 meters. Just great. At some point I'm going to have to do some kind of a retrospective here. Top 5 Seiko 5. You can see here an Orient automatic. This is a thrift store find, just really funky and interesting for an automatic watch with a sort of semi-skeletonized dial. And, of course, the Mako XL, really underrated. Mako XL limited edition green with white, kind of a polar white face, just gorgeous. Those are terrific. If you can find one, I recommend grabbing one while they're still available. Talk a little bit about Orient here in the future because there's some things going on. And, of course, Bulova. Seen some great stuff. I've got to tell you, Bulova is really starting to make a presence in Asia. It is pricey here. So when you are in the United States, have an opportunity to get a hold of one of these, I'd say it's a great buy. This one here in particular, a 300-meter Sea King diver in the ion-plated case with sapphire crystal. I mean, this is just a terrific watch. I have seen these for as low as $150 on eBay. Here they are significantly higher in price. If you can get a hold of one of these and you're looking for something that's really value for money, I would say this might be a great buy. If you're looking for a different piece, something unique, that 262 kilohertz movement is really just gorgeous. Okay, well, guys, let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit about what I came to find here today and to show you. Okay, so here we go. Let's get a look. This one here, really flying in under the radar. It is not considered a limited or special edition. This is the SRPC25 or the SRPC25K1, and I will throw up very quickly here. I think this one would be great with the nickname of the Deep Blue Turtle or the Deep Blue Batman Turtle. If you were looking for a Batman, well, this might just be the one. I mean, you can obviously see, if you did see my very recent review on the Seiko Shogun limited edition with the absolutely stunning and gorgeous transitional, the gradient from beautiful blue down into black, you can see they've drawn a little something from that colorway, that configuration with this turtle rendition. There's no question about it. Obviously, the way this gradient works is different, and the space on the dial is different. Again, not exactly like the blue dial of the Seiko Patty. You can see here also another real kind of a shape-shifting watch. Different light conditions typically will mean a different look, a different style there with the way the light hits it. And next door here to the Blue Lagoon. The Blue Lagoon, another very famous and popular version of this turtle watch. And you can see here, nothing like the typical turtle faces you will get. You can see I've got a Batman, actually the BFK Batman, and this Pepsi here. You can just get a quick look and see. Those are more of a matte dial, more of a matte space there. Not quite the same when we're talking about this new configuration, these new dials with the mixed gradient space. You really do have something completely different than what you're looking at here. Now, for sure, I believe the blue here is very different than the one on the Blue Lagoon. And you can see, again, when we push it into some lower, more muted light, as you can see real quick here, quick reveal, the Seiko baby turtle there coming up. The light looks different. This is more of a gloss dial. Typical configuration for the turtle. Everything that you'd come to expect in terms of the specs are here. The same approximately 44 millimeter wide cushion case, and you're at about 14 millimeters thick on this watch. The standard stamped clasp with the flip lock, fold over flip lock is there. Very reliable, although not highly finished on the inside, but the band is very functional. I find that the bezel was just about what I've seen on all the mass-produced turtles. Pretty good, although, easy enough for me to one-hand spin it here. You can see I'm actually holding the camera and manipulating the bezel. All the markers and everything look pretty close. I'd say they were maybe just a hair off, but this one I would scoop up in a second. Had no problem with it. As always, when you're buying a Seiko diver, try to get it from a source where you can be assured that you're going to get everything right where you'd like it to be, and if not, make sure that you can return it and ask for a replacement or exchange. Because a number of guys have expressed their displeasure with this aspect of some of the divers, that the chapter ring or the markers are just a hair off. And for those of you guys who are a little more on the perfectionist side, you might want to have something that is dead perfect. You can see here underneath, no signification of special or limited edition. This is just one that they're putting out and not giving it any kind of special designation. So I think even more reason to get a hold of one of these while you can. Who knows how many they're going to produce? I don't know if this one is going to have a large run, but the look of this one is one of the best I've seen. And when you consider that the price is quite good for it, and you can find them here in Southeast Asia. I'm anticipating that they're going to become more widely available on some of the seller sites, the forums, even eBay. Keep your eyes open for them. But a really terrific looking version here for the winter. And of course, when you get a hold of one of these, hopefully by the summer, you will be able to jump into the water and get in there with this terrific looking Seiko turtle. Guys, stay tuned for much more. I hope to have some really great looking stuff here coming up. If you like the Zimby, you like the Patty, you like the turtle in general, you're going to want to stay tuned for the latest things on your channel. As you can see here back in Bangkok in Southeast Asia, the weather is great. We are out of the rainy season now at milder temperatures. In fact, in the last few days, we've had temperatures in the mid-70s, which is really something remarkable. And wow, let me tell you, you can't beat this part of the world this time of year, especially when I look at the weather reports in the northeast of the United States. I'm definitely glad that I'm not weathering those storms. Good luck to all of you there. And as always, Happy New Year to you. Looking forward to a number of great new things here on the channel. Please stay tuned, like and subscribe. If you enjoy looking at diving watches, Seiko's Japanese stuff, I'm going to do my best to bring you a lot of new things here coming up in the new year. And, well, once again, guys, I appreciate you checking things out here in the past year, 2017, and now looking forward into 2018. I hope to do much more. Once again, guys, thanks so much, and I will talk to you soon.